Welcome back everyone to the complete Pineleaf. We are here with the elves with Gildor Inglorian, whom I wish to recruit for a Council of the North.
What can I do for you?
Hail and well met, good hobbit. You were once a companion of the Ranger Omdir, were you not? Tell me, what has become of Omdir? You really don't want to know. He perished as a wraith, you say. Ha! Poor Omdir. At least now he is at peace. Or so I hope. I too have seen dark things since I left Omdir's company. Not the least, the death of the elves of Lean Gileath. The shadow of the enemy has grown long, longer than perhaps any had thought, and the elves that once lived have paid the price for our complacency. Right?
Mind my words, traveler.
This council of Estelding, I wish that I could simply commit to such an endeavor, but it is not that simple. Many of my people are nearly overcome with grief and anger at what happened here, and the threats against Lean Gileath are not yet dealt with. Our scouts tell me that the orcs of Non-Wethrin are planning to move against us soon. The scouts say that these orcs are being led by a great Uruk of Angmar named Drukoth, who camps at the deepest parts of the Non-Wethrin. Perhaps if this Uruk were slain, Lane Gileath would be protected enough for me to come to your council. It is a heavy burden, but I would task you with this, if you remain of stout heart. The Uruk is a mighty foe, and so you should not attempt to confront him on your own. If you must, then use the strength of this elf stone to find the strength to propel upon the deep within yourself. Yes, within the depths of yourself. And here we go. Oh, we've got it up there. And I need to activate that when I go into the main orc camp. Of course, first, I need to get there, and it's going to be quite a trip there. Now, fortunately, I think I have one more area that I need to explore in the Northern Downs before I have all of the deeds done. And I believe the orc camp I need to go to is that one place that remains. Oh, that's an orc. But I'm going to see if I could find that big camp. And it's going to be quite a distance away. And into this... Well, I guess it's a valley because... Well, I'm going to have to kill a sickle flyer 3 probably. But eventually, I will find orcs, goblin... Oh, speaking of orcs... Yeah, those things are all over the place. We're starting to get into more serious territory because now they are signatures. We started out with a few normals, then we get to the signatures, and I'll be using the stone around the time they all turn into elites. Just to make things fun. You actually run into occasional elites before you get to that area. New deed, strongholds, exploration, Nathwethrin. Alright, now, what are all the places I need to explore here? 5 places. Alright. Hopefully, I'll get to all those highlights. Now, let's get down here. And I think you're able to avoid many of the elites when you're in the beginning area. It's only when you get into the deepest parts of the stronghold do they really get so populous that you cannot avoid them. Of course, there is the detail that this looks like a good place to draw upon power. Alright. There is the detail that many of the mobs here are around level 25, so it's not really all that much of a... Oh, for a moment I thought my morale suddenly dropped, but no, that's just the stone adding to the morale bar, but it doesn't actually add morale. I have to actually re-energize that, so I eat a little food so I could get that up a little bit faster. But it shouldn't be too much trouble coming through here. The biggest trouble is getting lost, because I certainly have been known to do that. Okay, that's Hegropore. Hopefully I'll hit all of the sites in here. I still need the Western Pass. I think Hisuk is where I actually have to go in order to complete this quest. But with inspiration and 8 level advantage, I'll get through. That's the thing about this quest is this is ostensibly a level 30 quest, which probably helps with this also because it's part of the epic and you don't get here into the epic till later. I think the zone might have used to be close. I'm trying to think that they... I suppose I could ignore the ones that are gray. Just worry about the ones that are green. Since I'm done with all of my Slayer deeds here. Thankfully. Now to get deeper and deeper and deeper into this place. Ooh, here's a nasty spot, and I think that's the Uruk up there. Yeah, Drukorth. Easiest I've ever found this guy. Yeah. Ouch. Ouch! Hey, 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 hey! Oh, let me just get out of this thing. I'm so used to those stuns being so short that if I went through the time of unstunning, it didn't really do anything. Might have had half a second to it. I was thinking, no. I wasn't expecting it to be that long of a stun. Alright, okay. Drukorth has been defeated. But now I need to find the rest of the locations around here. So where are the rest of those locations? Are any of them here? I'll just have to do a little bit of exploration, and when I am done, I'll meet you over in Trestlebridge. Of course, 2 of those locations are in Doldinin, so I won't be able to take care of those today. But I did get to Trestlebridge at least, even though that does mean that I bypassed our friend Gildor. I'll have to speak with him again later. Hello, Miss Foskin. I was wondering if you'd be willing to come to a council.
Greetings.
A council of Esteldine? Have you taken leave of your senses? Are you unaware of the dangers facing this town? The constant attacks we must endure? These men in the east, if they are truly cared about the threats facing Trestlebridge, they would help us here with these orcs. We would not have to suffer with them. We lost all those who are dear to us. No, I shall not come to this council, nor anything else. And I shall not be convinced otherwise. Now, if you have no other business, leave me to see to the defenses of this town. Do I take that as a no? Perhaps before I return to Halbrad with the bad news, I should check with Gildor again.
What can I do for you?
Ah, you've done it! Oh, we've heard the wails of the orcs from here. You have seen to the safety of Lynn Gilead's Pineleaf, and for this you have my thanks. Yes, but do I have a commitment to attend the council? That's what I really want, right?
Stay a moment.
With the Uruk Drukorth slain, the threat to the orcs is lessened, and I am free to come to the council of Esteldine. You should bring word to Halbarad that we shall attend him, and that we will arrive soon. Your brave deeds may yet prove a strong foundation for our defenses. Very well. Let's get back to Halbarad. Gildor has agreed to come. Nellie says she's too busy fighting orcs. So we'll begin with a call to Might of the Elves.
How can I be of service?
The message you bear is joyous, twice over. The Uruk Rukoth is dead, and the elves have agreed to come to the council? Good! You have done very well, for the might of the elves shall improve our lot once more. You have my thanks. All right. Unfortunately, Nellie wasn't so much planning to help you.
What do you need?
Oh, good, you've returned. It does not surprise me that Nellie refused the call of the council, but that does not matter now. Word has arrived that a large contingent of orcs is moving towards Trestlebridge. The people there are strong folk, but I fear they are no match for these orcs and the chieftain who leads them. We must go to their aid.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Right, let's see. 53 XP! Yeah. Well, let's go and help those out. Help Trestlebridge, yes.
The little town of Trestlebridge is all that stands between the orcs of Angmar and Breland to the south. Halbarad, Ranger of the North, gathers heroes to help defend Trestlebridge from the approaching onslaught.
The orcs are nearly upon the town. Come with me quickly. We must convince Miss Boskins of the threat that is nearly upon her. All right? Follow me! All right, let's go. Miss Boskin, I am Halbrad of the Rangers. Orcs of an unknown kind are about to attack your town. We have come to lend your aid that we can for the battle. I see. So refuse your call to the council, and this is what happens. I think we know how to deal with orcs. We don't. Why don't you return home? We can deal with it. But Miss Boskins. All right. Let's see. Boskins, one of the guards is coming. Oh, perhaps there's another attack. Let's go. There, let's see. Well, the battle is upon us. There, Boskins. Orcs of a kind I've not seen before approach. Oh, perhaps your words were true after all. To the bridge! He's cheering? Well, they need something more like a battle cry for that emote, rather than a cheer. Unless they're similar. Here we go. Up into here. Oh, orcs, how about that? Yeah, shout at yourself. There you go. It's very weird having the exhaustion and the inspired greatness up at the same time, since the purpose of the exhaustion is that you can't get inspired greatness. I know that's only from outside effects for getting the inspiration while in the landscape. I assume that's just what that's for, but the instance versions of exhaustion of inspired greatness aren't suppressed, obviously, which is probably just as well. That means I could still do this instance despite the exhaustion thing being up there. That's why you never do this first when you're doing the 3 calls, because of how the inspiration works in each of them. Now, of course, I think that the exhaustion cooldown there is mainly to keep you from using it to do all the fellowship quests in that area. Though, seeing that you're probably around level 30 when you do this quest. Smash 'em! And the mobs in the area. Actually, I didn't check what the level of that Uruk was. Because if it's an individual person, he might be actually up near 30 or something like that. Oh well, I didn't think about that. Oops. So, Trestlebridge is saved. Yay. Good. Alvarad, I owe you an apology. I only hope you can forgive my behavior towards you. Think nothing of it. It is my honor to aid you in this fight. All right. I must leave you now, though. My companions, though, shall remain behind in the event any more trouble arise. I must have one final word with them before you leave. We have done well this day. I am indebted to you for your aid, and I fear the battle would have turned differently for the free peoples if you had not been here. I must leave now, and I hope that it is not too much to ask that you stay behind. I would ask that you ensure that Trestlebridge remains safe through the night, then return to me in Estildine. So let's go. Well, it looks like we had no more attacks overnight.
What can I do for you?
Yes, I must apologize to you, for I fear my behavior towards you was nearly unforgivable. I see now that the constant orc attacks were nothing compared to what Angmar could bring to bear on this small town. You and the Ranger Halbrad have risked your lives to save my people, and I'm in your debt. And... oh, actually, that is a significant upgrade. Whee!
Stay a moment.
The debt I owe you and the Rangers cannot be repaid easily, but I hope to make a start by answering Halbrad's call to the Council. Whatever strength the men of the Trestlebridge can lend to Halbrad's endeavors shall be at his command. Please, go tell Halbrad that I will come to Estildine as soon as I settle matters here. I am still responsible first to my people, but I see now that the free peoples of the North must stand together if we are to remain free. Thank you, my friend. Alright, there you go. And back to Halbrad. Now, reason why I said it must be morning now is because she's sending us back now. And, of course, we were told to stay here overnight. Good morning, Halbrad. Now he's agreed to come to the council when things are safe in Trestlebridge.
What can I do for you?
It's good to see you again. My thanks for your help in the battle. Without you and your companions, I would have surely fallen, as would Trestlebridge. It is also good to know that Nellie Boskins will come to the council. She is a fine and strong woman, and I will welcome her and her people's presence to the conflict ahead. Now, of course, that means that we still have to take care of the dwarves, which is what we'll do in the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.